Hello and welcome to MCL Season 2, Round 8, the final race of Season 2 and the final final round on MotoGP 24. As always, joined by VTR, but also special guest. We are joined with former two-time runner-up in Division 2, Touchable.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Glad to be here.
So, the championship is in a very good place. 2 points separate Craig and Jack, with Craig leading after his late victory at Laguna Seca last weekend.
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned, Jack. You're breaking up a couple times then. Hopefully the stream isn't too bad.
But, yeah, hopefully.
It's a little choppy.
Yeah. It'll get better as it goes on.
Hopefully so.
That's how we can ride.
Darren Jacko's already crashed 50 seconds into the qualifying. But only 5-minute qualifying. And it means around Qatar that they'll only get 2 laps in. So they've got to be very precise and make sure they can get a lap in, as it's very important here. I've actually seen their pace this week, been keeping on top of it quite a lot, look what's going on. I would say that Jack and Craig are both very similar on pace. Finley's not too far behind either. But yeah, I think Jack and Craig are definitely the fastest too, and they are the 2 championship contenders, so I'd expect them to be fighting out the front. The pole lap should be something in the 48s.
Yeah, Schmoes has just joined the session, so this does mean the lobby will be restarted afterwards.
So everyone out on track. This is the final qualifying of the season. Not sure who's actually taken the most poles this season. I'd need to go back and
is motocrossing right now. That's kind of.
I'm trying to think. I'd say with Shay, who's not here.
Yeah, well, I looked at something before the race, and Shay will have the most wins this season. The only way that can be stopped there is if Jack wins both races. If not, then Shay has the most wins this season.
What could have been for him? Yeah. I'd say he got unlucky, but it's his own fault why he's not riding. So.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that the monitor happened to have a hole in it.
Yep, so 2 minutes 40 left on the clock, and Craig and Nick Jumping start their first laps of the session. Nick Jumping will be hoping to redeem his mistake from last week. He led 15 out of 16 laps, and then into turn 6 he hit the curb and lost the front. So he'll be looking to try and win, and it'll be interesting to see if there are any games played by anybody. I don't think there will be, but just
we need to keep an eye on track limits here too, by the way. So keep an eye on them, because it's quite easy to do. Any excursion in qualifying doesn't mean an invalid lap.
Is it everybody, or are we missing people?
Yeah, we've got Shamois as well joining after this. We're missing a few.
Yeah, there's no Nelson and a couple of others.
Last round of the game is always normally a bit quieter. People normally seem to disappear, but I'm sure the next game again will be.
Oh,
everyone's going to be.
Okay, just making a small mistake there at turn 9, missed the curb and then nearly ran out onto the outside of the curb. For also in time trial, like you're looking at 40, is it 48?
Yeah, 48 is probably going to be the pole lap. I'm going to say 48-4. I reckon Jack Berman's going to set 48-4. That's my prediction.
Because Jack was really weak at qualifying at the start of the season.
I think Jack's not been great in qualifying, but his pace actually looks pretty good round here on number 1.
He's in a really good position here. He's just following, getting the toe from Craig, so he's probably.
I'd expect Jack to set a pretty good lap there. He looks pretty good, but obviously we know Craig's normally good in longer races.
I think Nick's going to top Craig.
Where he excels. Yeah,
he does.
9 from Nick. Craig,
Finley's
8 off.
Finley's off in the third sector.
Jack, both red sectors.
Oh, Nick Jumping's down, so that's his session over.
Down. He's down. So actually, is Finley on course here?
I think he is.
To take a position. That'd be quite crucial
there we
for
go.
him. When he goes to the top by 98 thousandths of a second.
Craig red sector.
Place, the KTM. Yeah, that's crucial for him.
So Jack Berman's got one final lap. He's got a lot of clean air in front of him, and he goes third.
And Nick involved. Aaron Jack won a red sector one. and Finley says 3 for it.
Owen Craig's got second red sector, he's on it.
Yep, and he needs this. His first lap wasn't great, and he is at vulnerable risk to being overtaken by a few other riders here.
Jack Berman, red sector 2.
He's got 2 red sectors.
Red as well.
Yeah.
So there's a few improving here.
Into the fast rights now for Craig, using a lot of inside curb. Does the third sector light up red? No, it doesn't. It lights up orange.
Not.
No.
Finley's not improving anymore.
He's gonna have to claw it back.
Jack
here.
said all week that his second sector was his best sector. Let's see if he's red sector 2, and he is. But he's still on it.
So here comes Craig
And he's
into the
kind of
final corner.
invalidated.
Oh, he's invalidated.
Yep.
That's unfortunate for him.
Here comes
Actually,
Craig up to the line.
Knocked off the front row here by Craig with Aaron on a
Let's
lap
see if
as
Craig
well.
improves.
Here we go.
No,
No.
not.
Stays
Well, he
the
does,
same.
but not in position. Wow.
Here comes
That's
Aaron.
gonna be tricky
Finley.
for him. He's gonna need to hope for a really good start.
Ooh, close. Half a second covering the top 5 as Howland improves too.
And Finley still no improvement going into the last sector.
And he pulls a nice wheelie.
Finley will know this. Finley will know this, but his teammate has probably outperformed him for most of the season.
Really down the front straight here.
And
knows he's got
it's
pull
not
for
been
the last
easy for
race.
Finley. He's had to put up with a very different teammate, but you know, it's been quite promising.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Somehow.
Cheers to Finley.
And
Yeah.
he takes some pole positions. So qualifier's actually 3 places in front of Craig. I'm sure he'll be quite
Yeah.
proud of that.
Yeah, so it's Finley on pole, Nick second, Jack third, Craig fourth, Aaron fifth, Howling sixth, Boosted seventh, Bubba Fish in eighth, Q Gamer ninth, and Schmoyes will round out the top 10.
But we will have to restart, unfortunately, because Shmoy's ill
I,
joining.
I think this qualifying...
That's for penalties. Yeah.
Oh, so I think that this qualifying actually sort of sums up Finley's season. He's had the pace to win in pretty much every single circuit, but sometimes he just got very lucky or put himself in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah. Brentford has been the wet weather too. When we've had that, he's definitely been arguably the fastest or second fastest on each track. We've had it. Yeah, you look at these things, and with only this being the last race on this game, or the last 2 races,
Let's
should I
let
say.
these boys a run into turn 1 here.
Nope, they get no practice.
No practice? Oh.
No.
Well, these are the best.
Bravo.
These might be the best riders we have. They don't need a practice session.
No.
Well, I mean, the real GP riders get a practice start session after FP1, so maybe that's an
I could
excuse too.
have given them that, but they haven't got it. They got to go in blind. So then, let's change qualifier. Let's set the grid.
So I'm intrigued to see if anybody's pace improves or gets worse with the change from day to night. You know, the grip's meant to increase with the cooler track temperature. So we'll see if the proverbial added grip helps or doesn't help people. Can't think of the right word.
Yes, I was going to say as well, the only person that's got a penalty is Aaron Joko. He's got 1 long lap penalty in the main race today. That is the only penalty that needs to be given. Right, we're ready. Let's go. It's only a 6-lap sprint, so nice and short to get the races of today started.
Alrighty.
Let's see who's going to get the whole shot into turn 1. And something quite interesting I noticed when I had some of the practice starts in the lobbies. Seeing there's less grip on the left-hand side of the track when you're on the starting, so I actually think someone like Jack Berman, I wouldn't be surprised if he takes the lead into turn 1 here from P3. I noticed on that far right on the start, there's just to be a lot more grip, and like you can, for me, I could just get a much better
It's
start.
because all the riders are on that side of the track when you're actually on in the race, so makes sense. There's
So
more
yeah,
rubber on that side.
For the guys starting in 3rd, 6th and 9th, expect them to get good starts off the lights.
But this season, I think Jack's only had one good start, which was in Laguna Seca, which might have just been because he was the only person to use the ride-out device. So, yeah, Jack's starts have been quite terrible, usually. But today's the day to get a good one.
Yeah. So yes, Q Gamer in 9th and Howling in 6th. Someone who normally gets a good start is Boosted, but he's starting on the far left, so he'll probably get a good start anyway. Craig used to have pretty good starts, but they've kind of dropped off a little bit in recent races. They've not been as good as we've seen before. But yeah, into turn 1, it's going to be interesting. I think we could see 2 or 3 wide definitely from the lead, so try and keep an eye out on these intensities and limits because they are very easy around here. But who will take the last sprint win of the season? Last time out, it was Jack.
Who you got your bets on? Who's top 3?
I'm going to go, it's going to be Finley, Jack and Craig.
Interesting. I'm going to say Jack, Craig, Nick jumping.
I'm going to say Finley, Craig, and Jack.
Interesting. And interestingly, if Jack does win this sprint and Craig finishes second, and joint points going into the final
Or the second and third.
Of the game. True.
And if they score, if they're at the podium, it's got to be, they've got to have a rider in between them with Jack in front.
Yeah. Well, let's see then.
The lights are on for a long time, and they're off, and that's a really poor reaction from Nick, but Finley's had an absolute perfect reaction time. As they all head down to turn 1 for the first time, and Finley leads them.
Oh,
Aaron's down. And Boosted's found his way into second place.
Going on in the back as well.
Oh, brilliant start from the Aprilia, man.
Helping Finley just coast off into the distance here, but now Craig's behind him, so let's see what we can do.
Look at Finley, he's already pulled out 4/10 of a second. Oh, and Nick jumping's made contact with Boosted, he's down.
There's a lot of contact going on back there.
To the top 3. Oh!
Three Ducatis in the top 3. Jack runs really wide as he cuts back across, but it's Finley who leads after the first 2 sectors almost.
This is going to be a moment
really wide here. Jackson's trying to sneak up the inside.
Oh, there's contact!
They make contact! This is going to be scary moments then. The nerves are going to be going through the roof as Craig forced it back up the inside. Will Jack send it back?
Of course he will.
Fire already! Jack, oh my, and Craig has to hesitate slightly there, but they're going all at it already. They're really good. And Boosted now behind. Yep. Craig takes the inside curb and actually goes on the blue and picks up a truck limit warning. And these two guys are already in 1 warning each. They've got to be careful.
Yeah, I bet their heart rates right now are through the roof. Both of them will be very nervous. I think that's probably what contributes to Craig's mistake.
The corner, however, and he's going to get the run in front. Now it's so easy to break yourself into this final corner of the heavy fuel tanks. They've really got ups.
I think Craig might pull a move here into turn 1 if he's close enough, but gotta use the draft.
So then they end lap 1.
He's not gonna.
It's Finley who still leads. I will check now. I don't know if Finley's won a sprint this season.
Yes, I think he's won in Chang. He won the sprint in Chang and it all went wrong in the Grand Prix.
Yep, I remember that actually.
Craig is just making use of all now. He got extremely close going into turn 1. He almost made contact, almost both went down.
The only people in this race that have won a race this season are Finley, Jack, and Craig, who are all inside the top 3 right now. So he's Chase won as well, but he's not here. But all the other 7 riders here have not won a race this season, so can they?
All Craig's wide through turn 6.
Yep. Howland's still in this fight though. He's in P4.
Yep.
He's actually slightly pulling away from the group behind. So.
The difference we've got here is Finley, Howling. Finley and Howling, they didn't have pressure.
Howling hasn't really practiced too much this week too, so he's showing good pace early.
All Finley's a bit wide through turn 8.
Mistake there. Yeah, it's allowed them to catch back up.
Jack's in the distance.
And this is setting up to be a 3-5 fight. And actually, you've got to notice as well that The tyres wear a lot round here. You, Jack, you probably wouldn't have seen, but I know you touched it about the tyre wear, and as Finney runs really wide. But and I'm Finn because getting time for that, so it's unfortunate. But I don't know if you got on that, but you're gonna get a warning for that. But yeah, the tyre wear here is really, really bad, and it's interesting if anyone's got a hard front end, because I know Craig was testing it. The tyre wear here can be crazy. As I go through the tyres now, and nobody has got the hard front on, but it's definitely
I think
an
it's
option.
for me. I think you just got to go with the soft, because soft's just a very safe tyre. Yes, it may wear out, but the hard is going to overheat, and it doesn't have much grip anyway.
Craig made a mistake on that lap, but yet he still set the fastest lap of the race. So, interesting. Ooh, Craig's really tight now, so okay, but you can actually do the front if you go too tight, so you've got to be careful.
Oh, now he's losing loads of time here.
But this is crucial for Jack and the Netherlands. They will be on level points going in the final race of the season. I mean, who would have thought? After all that's happened, Jack's rage quitting Brown won at Aston. That's cost him, essentially, points lost. Craig's also had a few blips though, and a few moments this season. No, he's had some unfortunate races, but he's been in the majority. I think he's been very consistent in results. A few moments that have cost them.
Finley's right side of the tyre is already halfway done.
Yeah, Finn has the exact same problem as me. At this point, his tyre wear is literally the exact same as mine. And you look at someone like Craig, and his tyre's got about another 15% on it.
Oh, Jack's now all over the back of Finley.
Jack is really closing the distance through
and
here.
these points could be.
Oh, that's a mistake from Finley.
He's made a mistake.
He's going to run wide, and that's the Jack P1 for now. And I like the look of that, because that means he's got to have taken up a rider before he can get to his championship rival.
Can Finley make
Finley's wide again.
I think he's starting to struggle.
The tyres already.
Yeah, he's starting to struggle with the tyre wear.
It's the same with me. I have the exact
surely
same
Craig
problem.
is going to have a look into turn 1 here.
Well, if Finley runs wide, then maybe. But let's see. You can get sucked from the slipstream as Jack sets the fastest lap of the race as they head down on the brakes into turn 1. Craig hits the inside curb, same with Lee. Turn 1. 0.3 of a second separates the 3 right now. And Craig hits his markers perfectly in the first 2 corners.
Can you make a move into turn 4, maybe?
And he's looked like he's got the pace, and here he goes. Much more grip. And Finley's going to run wide. He's forced into a mistake.
Yeah, he's having a problem like he had in Mateki a couple of seasons ago. He just can't get the bike stopped into all the right-handers.
Go back at him.
Breaking it the inside curb. Oh!
Craig's ran into the back of Jack.
Yeah, that's not
Finley's
good.
back
He's going to lose time. And this is crucial for Craig. He needs this position.
These tires have got to be screaming no more at this point.
Yep, and Finley, he has the exact problem as me, but I'm looking further back down the field. Look at the gaps from like...
Oh, Boost is down.
Boost goes down as I say that. So the gaps also are really stable between all the guys at the back here. They're having a close scrap.
No surprise, Craig does have the best tyre wear of the top 3.
Yep, he's just Anea Bastianini personified.
Craig looks really good through this right-hand section.
Yeah, but it's just more grip. You can see
strong.
Finley struggling so much. But it's interesting how it works, because I have the exact problem as Finley. I know exactly what it's like, and it's horrible, and it's one of my weaknesses too.
Oh, he's looking to make a move here.
But here comes Craig. He's going to run a bit deep. Finley, he's got to brake earlier now though into these corners, because he has no front tyre. He can't afford to brake as late, and it really costs him as Aaron Jacko's now gone down.
Finley's
That's
not
going to
going
put
to
him down
give
to
this
last
up
place.
easily.
Craig's got the inside
Craig
line.
makes
He's
the
got the
move.
block pass sorted, surely. Yep. So on to the penultimate lap.
He's got 2 laps to catch, and you've got to bear in mind he will slightly to wear than Jack. Not much actually. They've got very similar. Well, I say very similar. The rear is very similar.
Back of Craig.
Jack's front tyre is a lot worse though, and this is where somewhere Craig can excel as he goes off the
Oh,
track.
Craig's just picked up 2 warnings at once.
And Craig is one warning
away from
away,
a long lap.
and getting a long lap now would be really bad because he could actually fall to fortune to howling.
This is true.
Oh, and he's wide into
he's
turn
really
6.
wide.
And he's
here.
wide again. So Finley's pace looked good. Really struggled in the race because of the tyre wear, which for some reason he just can't do anything for. So it's really unfortunate for him. Well, there's just nothing you can do. But Jack is keeping it cool. He's got 0.8 of a second lead.
Craig's wide again.
The gap's at 0.8, so that's enough of a margin for Jack just to control everything for this last quarter and a lap.
This does mean, as it stands, they'll be on equal points going into the final race, and it'll be whoever beats who in the final showdown. And their pace is so similar that it could literally go either way if they're in a battle with each other.
Oh, Howling's down at turn 15.
Place.
And his bike's travelled a long distance.
Very solid. Yeah, he's travelling there in a really good P4. And unfortunately comes a cropper.
We're going to start our last lap here.
And Craig's found 3 tenths in that last sector.
Yeah. Look back at where Howling is now. He's in a fight with Toby now as he gets in his slipstream 4P7.
Oh, and Jack was wide at turn 1, and now the gap's now 3 tenths per second.
It's coming down, and you've got to remember, it's a 4-point swing. This is crucial points for the championship. And if Craig was to win this, it'd really benefit him going into this main race.
Oh, and Jack's at the curb, he's run wide.
He's just getting his bike. Yeah, he's getting that bike turned so much better. He's able to hit all those apex now.
Is he going to send it to turn 6, surely? Oh,
it's a massive shake!
Huge shake!
Oh my god, he's got to be careful. Cannot be throwing it away now. And it's 1 tenth between the pair of them.
Oh,
Here he goes!
In
turn 7! Oh, he's going to try and look for it!
He's not giving it up! He's not giving it up!
Craig is still only 1 warning away, so he has to be careful, because if he gets a long lap now, it will give him a 3-second penalty and he'll lose a position to Finley, so he's got to be careful.
Oh, surely.
Jack's wide. But here we go. Is he going to try and send out the inside here at turn 12? He's too far back, and as Jack runs wide, he does run wide.
Oh, he's down!
Craig's down!
You would not believe it! Oh my goodness me, I can't believe he's done that. And now you'll pick the position to Nick Jumping and potentially
maybe
Q
even
Gamer.
Q Gamer. Oh, this is just a disaster.
He runs off the track. Now he's got to push as much as he can. The pressure has to him, and it's really led Jack into a perfect scenario. You would not believe this on the final lap. And if you don't remember, the last time we came here, Craig crashed at that corner on the final lap as well. Jack will remember. On the final lap, last time we came here, he lost in the sprint as well. He crashed in the exact same spot.
Wow.
So then Jack wins the sprint.
What an unfortunate turn of events there for Craig.
That could be huge for the championship. Craig now only scores 4 points to Jack's 10, and now Jack leads the championship by 4 points going into the final race.
Can you believe it?
Wow.
So, Jack takes a very crucial victory in the final sprint of the season and of the game. Finley is second and Nick Jumping make it a GP24 top 3. Q Gamer with probably his best finish, and that might secure what you told me earlier to mention this.
He got second at Motegi.
Oh yeah, true. But best try performance, but he told me to mention potentially might be Rookie of the Year, so Q Gamer there, getting 4th and possibly securing that. Craig in 5th, Schmoy 6th, Howling 7th, Toby 8th, Boosted 9th, and Aaron rounds out the field in 10th.
Wow. I mean, you would not believe it. That is...
that's the only word
that's
that can
not
sum it
what
up.
Craig
Just, wow.
needed. He's lost 4 points from that mistake, and if he loses the championship by less points, he is going to be absolutely gutted. But it's not over yet. There was time. And that is a serious mistake from the reigning champion, and he has got work to do now, and it's not necessarily in his hand now, because even if he wins, it does not mean he's going to guarantee win the championship. He's really got to be careful. One it's a reverse grid, so he will start higher up. And Jack will be sitting in last place, so that's the only benefit he really gains from this. But yeah, that is a huge mistake.
I will just state they can finish on joint points. If that is the case, Craig will be the champion.
Jack wins on count back.
No, I think
Craig has to win the race, right?
Craig depends, but Craig has got 2 main race victories. Jack only has 1.
Okay.
All of most of Jack's wins have been in the sprint.
Okay, yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, it's if Jack wins this race, then it would have been both. That's
Yeah.
enough. If Jack wins it, then he wins the championship. Right, here we go then. 7 laps of Qatar to decide the championship. The final race on MotoGP 24.
Those tires are gonna be cooked.
Yep, not going to be liking them. Especially Finley, he's going to have a really hard time this race for him, unfortunately.
Absolutely cooked.
I remember the last race of MotoGP of 22 or 23, and I remember it was one of my best races up at that point. I think it was GP22. It was in rain at Le Mans, and I remember obviously back then I was terrible and yeah, but then I was terrible in the rain, and I won by 12 seconds at Le Mans in a condition I was terrible in. So yeah, that was one of my favourite races from the final race of the game. That's the one I can remember at least. I can't remember some of the other ones, but I think it was GP22. I'm looking forward to this, and let's see who will win the final race of this game. I can't remember who done it last game. Good luck.
Well, what's your top 3 for the last race then?
I'm not. I don't want to pick.
Based off of the performance, last sprint there.
I'd rather not comment. I don't want to jinx anyone now.
No.
Have you got your prediction?
You know what? I'm gonna keep it. This is you. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to jinx it for anybody either.
Wow. Well then, let's see. There's 11 more laps of MotoGP 24 left, and ultimately, will it be a second for Craig, or will it be a first for Jack? Jack has got a 4-point lead, and he's not won a championship in the 4.5 years he's been here. I mean, can you believe that? He's been here. He's run through now for, well, if you include all of the time in this community, he has raced in 15 seasons. This is his 15th season, and he has never won a championship. The pressure's going to be on him.
I guess
can he finally do it?
Almost call him the Aaron Canet.
Yeah.
He has been here for such a long time, and could today be his day? Or will he be given the excitement of anticipation and Craig steal it from him at the death? Jack starting from last, and he has got to manoeuvre through 9 riders if he wants to get to the front. Just waiting for Schwarz now, but Jack cannot afford to get involved in that.
I have given them both.
Slightly higher up, so it doesn't mean.
I've just given both riders their scenarios, so they should both know how to win their championships in the situations. Obviously, whether they can remember that, it's up to them. Or that's not up to them. It's whether their brain can remember.
Yeah, well, we're ready to go.
It's very simple. If Jack finishes directly behind Craig as champion, so it's an Aprilia 1-2 in the final race of MotoGP 24. Aaron Jacko. He's had pace to win a few rounds this season, but he's thrown them away. Let's see if he can finally take a win here at his final opportunity.
Alrighty.
Here we go then, the last lights out and away we go of the season, of the game. And we go now. And both the Aprilias have got a solid start off the line.
Zilfile now through into turn 1.
Into turn 1.
Oh, and Finley's down.
He's down at turn 1. As Jack forces his way through, and the next rider to overtake is Craig. He's going to go for it at turn 2. No, he's not. So I'm watching on board now with Jack, and the next rider to overtake is Craig, and he's not in a bad start as Craig now gets through into 5th place.
Oh, Boost is down.
Front.
Boost is down. Craig runs into the back of the Ducati in front of him.
Oh, Jack's had a big slide on the exit of turn 5.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Craig now moves into second place, I believe, or third. Or maybe it's still fourth, who knows. As it goes into the braking zone of turn 6. Craig around the outside of the pair
He's
of
trying
them.
to make a move around the outs.
Yeah,
oh
that's
my goodness.
That hasn't worked. As Nick Jumping and Howling
But
take
the
second and
nerves will
third
be going
place.
through all of these right now. I can't imagine what Jack's feeling like. He's been in this position a couple times, but
Oh, and Craig's wide.
the nerves are very, very high for the pair of them.
Meanwhile, Howling's managed to... He got hooked up on the rear of
Was
Nick's
Jack's off
rear
the
tyre
top
and he's
there?
managed to get into second place thanks to it.
Jack was a little wide going into that right hander, using all the track. And then some.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jack's plan is just to sit directly behind Craig.
Well, that's all he needs to do, really.
He's just gotta put a
Oh,
lot of
Finley's
pressure
down
on it.
again.
Finley's down again. Not that he wants to end this game with 2 crashes on lap 1. But we do it that one. Aaron leads by almost a second, which is a brilliant start from him.
And here comes Craig. But also
Yep.
Howling, trying to make
Craig
a move
knows
on.
Three
he needs
abreast
to
into
get
turn
through.
one.
Can't be
Abreast
involved in
into
battle.
turn 1. What's a Craig sandwich?
Oof, with Jack's
And he's
wide
done it.
as well, though.
So Craig moves
And it's
into a
through to
championship winning
four, yeah.
position.
Oh.
Oh, and Nick
Oh, a little
jumping.
bit of
He doesn't
contact.
care about the
Nick can go
title
round the
fight. Oh, neither
outside.
does Howling.
And Howling
Howling
too.
looking to make a
Craig
move.
forced him off track.
He's just getting bullied off the track now.
When Howling's completely
And
outbroke
Howland's
himself.
really, really wide. He's gonna have to give up a position there, which he kind of does. Yeah, he's letting. Okay, that's fine. Is Jack gonna go for a move on Howling here? Oh my! But Jack cannot get his way through. And if Touch won't know, but here from last week at Laguna Seca, Jack was stuck in this position that last week at Laguna Seca and could not make his way past Howling literally the whole race. Stuck behind him the whole race.
Makes that
So,
the whole
He was really
squad.
struggling behind of Howland. If he experiences that now, that's going to be ideal for him.
The difference
Really
is
strong
Qatar's a
last
lot
week, but he goes
wider
for
than
a move
Laguna.
doors.
Oh, it
Yep.
looks like Jack is through though.
Yep.
Made his way through it early this time.
He's got an anchor onto
Wasted
Craig's
that
rear
last
tyre.
time. Craig's already on
pressure's
three
on.
warnings though, so he is going to have to be careful.
Oh
Yeah, it's very unlike Craig. Craig's usually the best with track limits.
Yeah, but Aaron, Nick, and Jack both have that. Oh, they have none.
And Nick is now all over the back of Aaron.
I'm getting a fantastic exit out the last corner with Nick touching inside curb a little bit. But Nick's
But here
got
we
the
go then. Nick
slipstream.
jumping into turn one. Is he going to go for it? No, Aaron's really late on the brakes. Almost too
He's
late.
Really late on the brakes, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to run a bit deep. I think Nick jumped broke a bit too early though. And Nick's really wide.
Aaron using all the inside
No,
curb like a
yeah.
berm. Auto boosted's
And
down
Bruce is
again.
down again
It
as
is
well.
down.
And Jack picks up his first time at 1 and then the exit turn 3.
So as it stands now, Craig would not.
Oh,
be the
and Aaron's
championship
wide.
leader, right?
And Nick jumping almost goes up. Yeah, as it stands, Craig, Jack won the championship right now by 2 points.
So all Jack has to do is stay behind Craig here.
Yeah, he doesn't need to take any risk. He
Craig
just
needs
needs
to find
to
a
watch him.
position, and he will win on count if he finds one
Yeah.
position.
Because Craig has taken, I think, 2 main race victories. Jack's only taken 1.
It's crazy to think because Shea is one of 3 or 4.
Yeah.
In the standout rider, but not being here is ultimately.
It's so scary how much curb these guys take.
Yeah. You see the angle of the curb it's like, and how big they are, because they're like those Mazzano curbs, and you think they won't be able to do it, but Nick jumping sends up the inside of turn 15 and out on Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron holds it round the outside and just about holds the position as they go into the final corner. The two go side by side.
This is gonna help Craig.
Oh, Nick's
Yeah.
really wide.
You gotta
But look at this,
over
Howling
down
is
the
Howling's
trail,
not being
maybe.
dropped. Well, yeah, actually, he's a second behind. It look, it was a bit, the gap was a bit deceiving there. But this race still ain't over. But already with Nick jumping up the inside of Aaron into turn 1.
Oh,
Craig's going a bit wide as well.
inside, and Craig is wide. still some bumping and contact there between
Yeah.
the top two.
But Aaron's just playing this very well. Nick's always passing. Always that's I think Howland's going really well in the background. Every time Nick passes him, it's on a corner where he changes direction.
Nick has not won a race this season due to the fact of not really being here this season, and Aaron Jacko has never won a Div 1 race.
Yeah,
So
Aaron.
it's front two right now. One hasn't won this season, and one hasn't won ever.
Yeah, Aaron was controlling the race perfectly in Le Mans, and he made a small mistake. And instead of just accepting a track limits warning, he decided to try and hold the line, took the front, and that was the end of his race. Nick jumping, as I've previously mentioned, last week in Laguna. Yeah, Laguna last week for Nick, he did 15.5 perfect laps, and then he lost the front.
Unbelievable.
Oh, Nick jumping, taking a very, very nice tight line on the exit of turn 10 through turn 11.
Here we go.
Into turn
Jack
12.
is not catching Craig, by the way, so if these two do have a bit of a misfortune, I was not going in favour of Jack. He's staying calm at the... Like I said, if Craig gains one position, it all goes sideways for Jack. So then, the nerves, as they continue to build. 4 laps down, 7 to go. There's a head down. One, Craig's gonna be wide.
Gonna be
I can
really
tell.
wide.
He's got caught out by the dirty air.
Track.
That
Jack Burke's on
splits
3
from-
track limit warnings as well now, I will mention. So he needs to be careful too.
And how much are these guys saving tires as well?
Oh, Aaron, a big moment on the front there.
You're on the side of the tyres so much around here, you can't really save them, and it's so difficult. But Craig
Aaron's got really good tyre wear. Yeah, so no surprise here. Craig has got the best tyres. Then it's Aaron, and then it's a big contest between Nick and Jack, who's got the best tyre. Or the worst tyre.
He's looking to a move.
Yeah,
here,
is he going to go for it? He is!
Oh.
Ja-
Nope, he's going to be on the tyre to line.
He
Call
still has
Aaron.
the inside though.
Call Aaron Franco Morbidelli. He
He's
just
not
holds it
giving it
round the
up.
outside. He doesn't flinch. He's got the inside line again.
He does have the preferred line.
Yeah.
But here comes Nick back up the inside.
Yep, and he's taking it, but Aaron Jack is going to send it more back!
Get-
Oh my goodness, he runs
It's
up the
back
track!
and forth, and here comes Nick. No, no,
Oh
no.
my, almost too aggressive. Really playing with fire out of the pair of them. Oh, and Nick takes the inside curb, forces up the inside, Aaron gets run.
Oh, Jack's got off the track as well.
And Jack Berman is on 4 track limit warnings.
Big shake for Aaron on the front.
If Jack gets one more, this is not going to be good for him because it's going to be very difficult to catch up to these guys if he gets a long lap.
Oh,
One
and
warning
Aaron
away.
is using that draft.
There's no way Aaron gets this stop.
Greg is, yeah, there's no way.
But he's going to get the cut back.
He's on the wrong side now. Unless he can
Aaron's
round the
looking
outside.
Very, very strong.
Oh!
Oh, Craig's going up the
Sim-
inside of
oh.
Aaron. Oh,
But Aaron's going to get the run back on him.
this is some great stuff here, man. This is great.
Oh, Craig up the inside again. He's trying to force his way through.
Inside line.
Oh!
He's gonna make it happen.
And he does it.
Oh, Craig. Oh, I thought Craig had gone then.
A little wide though for Craig.
But Aaron Jacko, he is still in there. He's going to go for a move.
I feel like Aaron's in very win it or bin it mode. From the way his bike's making so many shakes,
Yep,
he
you know what he
wants
does?
this win so badly.
He is
He
very
needs,
much on the limit.
he needs to
here.
stay calm because you can still win this if he just stays
Yeah,
in
yeah,
this
yeah.
group.
Keep
But all
that
this
cool
fighting's
head,
allowed
man.
Jack to
Just
close
don't
back
do a
up on him.
Fabio from the sprint. Okay, just does not need to do a Fabio from the sprint yesterday.
No, not at all. He's got to keep a cool head.
And sometimes that's what he struggles with. To stay calm. 'Cause if Craig catches up to Nick, they're going to battle, and you're going to gain naturally. As he runs wide again, but he's only on 1 warning. Actually, the least of all the riders in the race right now. So, with Nick.
And Craig is
He's
closing
fine.
the distance here on Nick jumping.
Yep.
So the
And this
longer this race
championship,
goes, I think the
we've
faster it
only
goes for
got
Craig.
5 laps remaining.
Oh, keep an eye on Jack here. He's got a
5
perfect,
laps left.
perfect slipstream.
Yeah.
But Jack's,
Again,
I think
it doesn't
Aaron's
matter
just.
if beats Nick.
I'm taking a very defensive line into turn 1. That's going to open the
Oh,
gap.
Craig's got the inside of Nick.
He's got
He hits him
inside.
wide,
There's a
forces
big
him out,
contact.
and he takes the lead of the race. And this is a really yeah.
Nick's
Craig
going
lets him back
right
through.
back up the
Yeah,
inside.
I think Craig let him through because he did hit.
Oh,
him.
and Jack's doing
Jack's got
Aaron.
a long
Jack
lap.
Berman.
Jack's got a long lap penalty,
Oh, no. Oh,
and he's standing
no.
4th place or 3rd. But is he going to
look at
serve this
Aaron.
or not?
He's gonna have to pull the trigger now. Whatever move you
Is
wanted to
Jack
make.
going to serve later? Here we go. Big decision.
Doesn't take it
And
yet.
he's not.
He's
And Aaron
elected not
Jacko is going to force it up his inside once again. Oh.
Crucial moments right now in the
And Jack
championship.
is really not in a good position, and is he going to have to serve this? When is he going to serve this long?
Does
Is
he
he
wait?
going to serve the long lap?
Does he just wait late? Well, he can't, because if he doesn't, then he drops down to 5th.
Yeah. Well, they push on, but Craig now, it all seems to be going his way, because
Craig is
as it
one
stands,
warning
Craig will
away,
be leading
though.
the championship.
Yeah, true.
Craig is also one warning away, so he might be banking on Craig
Oh,
getting
yeah.
one more warning, and
That is
that's
very
going to put
true.
him back on even ground.
And Nick's
Oh,
wide.
Nick's wide.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aaron Jacko, he's still hanging in here. He's just got to stay in this
Is
battle.
Jack going to send it to the final
and Jack
corner?
is also in this battle as well, so if he applies
sending
enough
it, he's
pressure,
sending
Oh, here
it.
goes
he
Jack
might
up the
force a
inside.
mistake.
He's through.
Up
Yep,
the inside of
and then-
Craig, and he gets off his team on the straight.
Oh, and here
it's
comes
still
Aaron.
a 4-way battle, but here
Well, here comes
Jacko.
Aaron Jacko. Here comes
Aaron.
Aaron. Oh my goodness.
It's tense times here.
Oh!
Oh, his big top is into the back of
huge moment for
Jack.
Craig.
And Aaron takes a pair of them.
Aaron's almost oh my god. Craig's gonna get a long lap here, and they're both gonna be under. He's gonna get it surely.
And Jack's up the back up the inside of the Aaron Jacko. Oh my goodness gracious.
And
Craig's
Craig's
got
got a
long
long lap, so they
They're
both.
back on even ground. This is what I said. This is what I said.
And it's all going wrong. It's gonna be so tense. They've still got another 3 laps.
And all this battle,
Oh,
look,
you
Howling
cannot believe
Sea just has closed the
Who's
gap by
gonna
1
take their
second.
long lap?
Who's take?
Jack
go
is
for
taking
it.
his long. Jack's taking his
Go
long lap.
for it.
He's
As
done
he
it.
must.
He's done it well. He's done it well.
But he's
Oh!
behind. He's been hit howling. Oh my god.
This
And
is
he's
gonna
somehow
force
come out in
Craig
front.
to take his next lap.
This is
Oh,
unbelievable. And what Craig was in a good position after
Jack
Jack
failed
got
his long lap. Jack
No, he
failed
did-
his long lap. He still
he
has a
did-
long lap.
No, that's just a glitch,
he
that's just a
glitches out.
glitch.
Yeah.
Doesn't actually
okay,
take it off
okay.
for some reason.
But you could not have asked for a tighter championship than this, really. I mean,
Craig's plan has got to be to get in front of
This
Nick,
is really
put in
funny.
2 qualifying laps, and then do the long lap on the last lap, surely. Or on lap 10.
But
Whichever
these
what his
tires,
last
these
lap.
tires though. Oh, Craig's gonna line it up here.
I think Craig's just going to wait for the straight. He's just going to make sure he gets the perfect exit out of the last corner, slipstream Nick, put 1.5 qualifying laps in, and then take the long lap and hope he gets in front. He comes out in front of Aaron.
If
Craig should have took his
takes
long lap on that last lap.
here, he will. I think he might come out just in front of Jack.
Here we go.
so here he's going to take the lead, and now he needs to pull away and then serve his long lap.
No, this lap needs to just be 1 qualifying lap.
Oh, Craig, huge moment for Craig. He's on the curb.
And Nick Jumping's going to send it straight back, but he's not on the right
He's
side.
defending the inside.
And I will mention,
Huge
Howling
run
is
for
still
Nick.
right behind Jack, so if Craig does mess up his long lap penalty, he's at risk.
And Nick is wide here.
So interestingly, is Craig going to serve his long lap? Here we
I'm
go.
going to say no.
He's
no,
elected
he's
not to.
not.
He's got to take advantage of the clean air. Because he can go as fast as he can. He
True.
isn't being held up.
But if he fails his long lap, then it's
No, so, well, it doesn't matter anyway. If he takes his long lap, he's going to drop down to 3rd anyway. So he's got to try and build that gap up as big as possible over Aaron.
yeah. And Aaron Jacko and Nick Jumping, like I said, Nick hasn't won this season, Aaron hasn't won ever. They're both still in good shot of winning this race. They're probably going to win this race, one of them, as it stands.
My vote is on Aaron.
Oh, Nick's
Well,
made, not
Jumping's
Nick.
only got one
Craig made a bit of a
warning,
mistake
Aaron's
there.
got 3.
So the gap's, what's the gap? The gap's 9
Craig's pulled
tenths.
out on Jack, so he should, yeah, he will come out in front of Jack, you'd think.
So you lose about 1.5 seconds doing the long lap. So in theory, he's going to emerge in
Jack's on
third
4
place.
warnings again, by the way. I don't know what he's done,
Oh, that's not
but
good.
he's almost at risk of getting another long lap.
Craig's really into the last turn.
So we go. I think this is a lap.
He's gonna get a huge run.
Howling has not lost touch to Jack either. He's going to be fighting there.
So we go. The start of the penultimate lap of the race. Does Craig take his long lap on this lap?
He has to, or he gets the 3-second penalty.
Oh, Nick's up the inside of him though. No, Craig's gonna have a preferred line into the next turn.
Schmoyes
Schmoyes is
goes
going
down out of
down.
6th place. But Jack, if he gets another long lap, that
A bit of a shake there for those guys.
Yeah, and Howling's all over the back of him now.
yeah, and here he goes. No, not quite.
I'm keeping a close eye here on.
So then Craig,
battle for
does he go for it?
first and second?
No.
He doesn't.
No, he doesn't go for it.
So I'm guessing he's going to try and pull something at the end of the race, but he cannot afford to get another warning.
I mean, I hope it doesn't come
He
to a
has
case
to
that
go
it has to
away.
come to being with warnings removed, because that'd be terrible. Hopefully, it's just he's going to wait till the very last lap to take it.
Well, no, this is the last lap. That was the last lap.
No, this
No.
isn't the last lap.
Because it's
No,
lap,
to take the long lap.
cause he got it on lap 8.
So,
So-
he has next lap. Yeah, he's gonna
No,
have to take
you
it
get
next
you
lap.
3 chances to take it.
Yeah.
He went past it 3 times without serving it. So he will have a 3. He goes across the line. It should
Well, we'll
take
find out.
3
We'll find out if
seconds.
an exclamation mark pops up or not.
And Jack is off trying to attack that. He should get a warning for that. If he goes track again, I'm going to give him a warning for another long lap, because he probably should have got a warning from that. So he needs to be very careful now.
So here we go into the final corner for the penultimate time. We start the final lap of this race. We wait to see if Craig's gets a 3-second time penalty or not. If he doesn't, then we know he's got his long lap
Pretty
left.
certain.
There we go.
He's
3
got a
second
penalty.
penalty.
So I have a bad feeling here that this is going to come down to Craig wanting to remove a warning.
And that's a horrible way to decide a championship. A horrible way. We say, you know, if someone's champion, then the other person actually gets after the race. I mean, that is not the way we really want to do it. That's the way Craig's going to have to try and decide, I guess, in his eyes.
Well, Craig's doing what
If
he
he
has
gets
to do
another
on
warning,
track.
that probably won't matter anyway. Yeah.
We gotta
So
keep a
it's-
close eye on
Jack
Jack,
will
because
state
if
it
he
as
does
so.
get another warning, that might just be a wrap.
Well, as it stands, Nick Jumping's on course. His first win of the season
Yeah.
after missing most rounds. He's only been in for about 2 or 3. Aaron Jacko so close, but so far at the moment. And what an interesting way to end the season. A very great racing tonight. And Nick
Yeah, lots
Jumping
of
can
good
still
stuff
win
for
this race
sure.
on track here. He's still going to try it. He's there and thereabouts. Only on 1 track limit warning, so he's done well in that aspect tonight. Unfortunate end for Finley on his championship down in Ace.
Jack's got another long lap.
Him today. Oh my goodness me! It's another one. He's got enough warning, so that's going to come down to P5. That's going to be a 3-second penalty. Oh my! So
the drama
I have
keeps
no idea how
going.
this is going to end. Aaron's got a long lap. Aaron Jacko's got a long lap.
So
This is crazy
yeah,
stuff.
so here we go out the final corner, and Craig is going to win the race on track,
It'll
but I
be-
do believe he's going to finish. Well, he might finish 3rd or 4th, who knows? But Craig crossed the line, he
Yeah.
takes the victory on track. Nick Jumping 2nd, Aaron 3rd, Jack 4th, Howling 5th, but the
Yeah.
top 5 will be reordered.
Yeah, Craig's won. Craig's won because Jackson finished 5th, and finished 3rd with his long lap. So I think Craig's won anyway.
We'll find out when we cross the line, well, when everything gets
I
confirmed.
I think Craig's won it anyway because he's going to get P3 even with the long lap, and Jackson to get P5, and that'll be a 4-point swing.
Oh.
And it's
There we go.
He was second. Yeah.
Yeah, so Craig,
So even
by
without
the
long lap,
narrowest
champion.
of margins, by what, like 1 point.
2 points.
2 points has snatched it
12,
back. Yeah, it's a
6,
2-point
2
swing.
points.
And Craig,
Oh my word!
by the skin of his
Even with the
teeth,
long lap.
has managed to
Oh,
take
guys, I have to
victory.
run real quick.
Alright. So, Craig, that was very confusing last lap,
Jack's
but
throwing
well
it away.
done to...
Because I want to interrupt you, sorry. If
Yeah.
Jack didn't get that long lap on the last lap, look, he would have been P3 and he would have
Yeah,
won the
yeah.
championship provisionally. Because he could beat Howland by a 10th. That long lap on the final lap has absolutely ruined him.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Oh, that is well, congratulations to Craig. Sorry, it's a bit of a destructive ending. We were so confused on that final lap. What was going on? It's so difficult to judge what was going to happen, and well, it's ended in Craig's favour. But we'll go through the race results now. Nick Jumping wins his first race of the season. The only guy with the fastest lap in the 48s with the fastest lap of the race. I mean, understandably, the two championship contenders have probably had the biggest nerves. But good luck from Nick there. You could deserve to win. You know, he looked strong today. Some good pace. Didn't he? I thought he might crash, but he didn't. That was in the sprint. Craig in second, then with the championship win, with Howling Siege in third, taking his first podium in some time. Aaron picks up fourth place after getting that long lap on the final lap. We could have got the podium, but unfortunately ruined it at the end. And then Jack Berman, your P2 in the championship. Once again, it is so close, like you say, so far, and it's P5. Good game runs the season in 6th place, so great result. Schmoy's in 7th, Finley in 8th with a disappointing last race today, also with good pace actually, second fastest lap, and then Toby in 9th and Boosted 10th. So I guess we'll do the top 3 interviews first, and then afterwards we'll do the top. Well, I say top 3 in the championship. We'll be doing Craig anyway, but we'll do. No, let's do Howling first. Then
do Howling, then Nick Jumping, and then we'll do the 2 Bermans, and then Craig.
Yeah.
Right.
We can do whatever.
I'll do Howling first then. So let's find him. Where are you, Mr. Howling Siege? Here you are. So Howling,
over here.
So you did a good sprint. Unfortunately, you made a mistake at the end, but you did a great job in the main race. You kept yourself clean. You made, I think, just 1-2 mistakes, and you managed to escape any long lap penalties. And because of that, you've managed to take 3rd place at the end of the season. So again, another podium at the final round of the season. How does it feel?
It feels good. I don't know if it's a late blooming or something, but I feel like my mission is completed. I managed to stick with the guys in the front again and fight with them. And for me, with all the help of my crew chief Jack Hammer, it makes a lot of dreams come true, you know. And also my friends Finley and Jack, they really did their best. I feel unfortunate for Jack. He fought as hard as he could in the final race. I just didn't even want to overtake him, despite I was faster at some point. I thought, like, you know, let him fight. And congrats to Craig as well, that on the championship. So hats off to him. Nick also, congratulations. And yeah, the sprint was really good. Sadly, like you said, I take a slight wheelie out of that turn, and then just leaning over. Same what happened to me in Mandalika a season back. So that was really unfortunate. But I'm really myself that I proved to everyone once more, and also the last race that we can still be in the fight. Also from Laguna Seca as well, that we had a lot of improvements made. I just want to say congratulations to everybody, and thank you guys for believing in me and helping me out.
Well, congratulations, you did a fantastic job. And we'll see how next season goes on the brand new game.
Will do.
Right. Howling, and we'll move on to today's race winner in Nick Jumping. Are you there? Hello. So you've taken your first win of the season, Nick, in the final race of the whole game. So I guess, a good way to end it. Unfortunately, you've missed a few rounds this season, but I guess it's a good way to win the game. You had the fastest lap today. You showed good pace. You kept it clean with the other riders. You had great battles with and Craig, and looked enjoying yourself out there. And to come out on top, that must be a great result for you. So, yeah, how are you feeling after today's race? And is it a great confidence booster going into the season? Yep, thank you. Great race today from you, and a win to end it off. So yeah, congratulations and well done. So then, we now have into the top 3 in the championship. I don't mind how we do this. Was Finley, Jack, and then Craig.
Yeah.
So, yep. Whatever. I don't mind.
I'll pick Finley, and then. Yeah, we'll go from there. So, where are you? So, Finley, I think you've managed to take P3 in the championship. I'll have to double check it in a minute. But, or P4, but you did you got pole position, good sprint, but unfortunately the main race was a disaster from the first corner. But what are your thoughts on this final round and the season as a whole?
Thanks. I want to say thanks to everyone who was involved in this season. It's been a pretty up and down season. I had probably the best form out of the top 3. I did finish 3rd in the end because of my sprint result, but I probably had the best results out of the top 3 in the last few rounds. Unfortunately, it was a little bit too late. So it's been good. Not how I wanted it to end. I wanted it to be fine up there with them, Jack and Craig. But well done, Craig. Championship well done to Jack as well. I think that's unlucky for him. But we reset. We go again for the next game. I'm sure I'm going to be up there again. But yeah, well done to everyone who took part in the season. The main race to forget today, but I believe I could have been up there fighting with them in the front. If I went for the crash at turn 1, but yeah, well done to everyone. Thank you to you two as well, and bring on next season.
Yeah, so well done.
Yep, and we'll move on to Jack Berman next. Can do that. Jack, are you here? Hello. So, unfortunately, it's not how the night probably wanted it to end for you. But you finished P5 and P1 today. Unfortunately, it's P2 in the championship by 2 points. It is so close once again, and you really put up a good fight all season. But unfortunately, today you just got a long lap on the final lap, and I'd be interested to hear what happened out there towards the end where you got the long lap again. So unfortunate, you know, it looks close, but it's been such a promising end to the season for you. You've been such good consistency, but it's not come to you. And how would you describe today?
Yeah, it was an alright qualifying to be fair. Qualified P3, which the front row is good. Got a good start. No, I didn't get the best start in the sprint, so I had to fight my way through, but I had to keep a cool head. And I took Finley, and then I started to pull a bit of a gap. And in race, it's just a bit of a killer, really. I thought Craig had the advantage even going into the final race, just because he's over up the grid. Yeah, I had a problem at the start of my ECU. I was on TCS1, so I got spin, and then I had to change it all up through the race. I was out of rhythm, and then had to make some aggressive moves, and then the long lap really killed my race, because if it wasn't for that, then I would be able to battle at the front, and I would battle in with Craig. But yeah, after Craig his long lap, so we could battle out on track for the rest. And then he didn't, and the gap was like 3 seconds, so I had to keep on pushing towards the end just in case Craig long lap get removed. So I did, and I slightly touched the green on the outside and got a long lap. So yeah, disappointing way to the season, but you know, I take positives out of the season. Where it lies going into next season, but sometimes you start to think, I thought this would be my last chance to win the championship just because of how difficult it will be next season. But yeah, I've enjoyed the season, and congrats to Craig and everyone else. And yeah.
Yep. It's not going to be easy, but you know, I guess there's always brighter and better things come. But unfortunately for you today, it hasn't gone your way, and a good pace all season. But unfortunately, it hasn't gone your way today, and just at the last moment, it fell away from you. So very unfortunate to you today, and good luck for next season when it comes to it.
Cheers.
So we now move on to the final rider, who is now a 2-time MCL champion. He's done it back to back. It wasn't as easy as last season. It went down to the final race after a very costly mistake. But Craig, it's been an up and down season, lots of bad luck for both you and Jack, and ultimately you've just about come out on top by 2 points. How does it feel to be a 2-time champion?
It's not like sunk in, but towards the end of that race, it was just hectic. I was having to push so much. I actually didn't think when Jack said like I had an advantage or something about like pace wise. I might be wrong, but I actually feel like Jack was faster than me. So him being in the lead at the sprint and then me throwing it away towards the end, I genuinely thought it was done. And then we went into the main. Yeah, I was just sending it. Like I did aggressive with a few people, but it weren't pussy. So I let Nick and Aaron back through because we made contact. It's unfortunate I picked up a long lap because I do think it'll get removed as well because I picked up a warning from Howland pushing me wide, but I'm not going to take the win away from Nick because I'm trying. I'll let him have the win. It was a crazy race, and obviously when I picked up a long lap after Jack had one, I didn't pick up a long lap. Sorry, I was worried I was going to pick up a long lap. When I saw Jack had one, I wasn't going to take mine because if I was going to get one, I was going to contest it. So when I saw Jack do his long lap in the end, and I saw him pick up another 4 warnings, and then unfortunately he got another long lap towards the end of the race. But I don't know what I'm saying right now. Like my adrenaline's going, everything. My face is burning so hot. Like my adrenaline's just through the roof at the minute, and like yeah. I just don't know what to say, but I do want to shout out to Jack because I can tell it's hit him because this might be his only chance for I don't know, quite a long time. With the new game coming out, if we can do crossplay, we can have more competitive people in the league and things like that. So, you know, I can hear the pain in his voice, but he did deserve to be a champion. So unfortunately, he just fell a bit short. But yeah.
So well done, 2-time champion. Let's see if you can make it a hat trick next season.
I don't think that will happen, but we'll try.
So that has been it for MCL Season 2 and for MotoGP 24. The new game comes out on Thursday. I don't know if are there any plans for the season, or have we got to wait until the race director mode is implemented first and then go from there?
Yeah, so from currently what I understand and know now, race director mode is obviously not in the game. I believe that the tryouts without it last game, so I still think they can go ahead probably after around a month of the game coming out, hopefully, and then maybe like half months, that's when the league can hopefully get going. But yeah, it's all exciting things to come. Full cosplays in private lobbies, as I've seen from some people getting the game early on PlayStation, somehow. Yep, there is private lobby crossplay between Xbox and PC, which means with more flexibility and more freedom to invite and have more people in the league now. So it does mean it's going to turn more competitive, which is what we like to see. Yeah, there's obviously going to be change and going into the new season, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully more competitors, and hopefully I can get myself back involved again. But yeah, I think the season was a great end. Congratulations to Craig, and very unfortunate for Jack. It's a horrible way to end. I've had the exact same thing, being on, in that situation into the final round, and I've come on the losing end in the same scenario too, as well as me winning. But I experienced that first, and we saw what happened there. And like I said earlier, there's better things to come, and maybe that can happen for Jack. So yeah, it's really unfortunate for him, but congratulations to Craig. And I think the upcoming seasons on the new game should be quite exciting, with lots more action, hopefully lots more riders and different riders that can maybe take the challenge to these guys.
Yeah, that would be good. So that's been it, and we don't know when the next session will be, but see you on MotoGP 25 in about a month's time. We'll see you on MotoGP 25 for MCL Season 3. Goodbye.